Dear friends, this is Pastor Jenny, and today is day 8 of 21 days of prayer and fasting. If I look rough, it's because I've had a little bit of a rough night. I'm here in the hospital waiting as my sister goes through a medical procedure that seeks to remove dead skin from a terrible burn that she suffered yesterday. No worries, she is going to be okay. We're trusting and believing God, and I'm here for support. But today is day 8 of 21 days of fasting, and the Lord woke me up like very early, like at 3:30 in the morning, to pray for her. And when I was doing that, the Lord brought me to a scripture, and I thought it would be perfect to at least cover a little bit of that for this 8th day. And the theme today is: are we friends of convenience, or are we unconditional friends? As it refers to God, do we love Him? Do we serve Him when things are going our way? But can we still love Him, honor Him, follow Him, worship Him when things do not go our way? That's a great question. The Bible tells us the story of 3 young Jewish princes, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They had been taken captives to Babylonia, and together with their friend Daniel, they excelled in everything and ended up being in governmental positions. A lot of the other people did not like them, and so they were always coming up with plots on how to trip them. And one day, Rey Nebuchadnezzar, I do not know how to pronounce that name in English. Is that King Nabucodonosor? That you guys know what king I'm talking about. The Babylonian king with that name that starts with B, with N, built a big statue and said, everybody, when those trumpets sound, has to bow before me, before my statue. And these 3 brave kids said, no, you're not doing this. And they were called before the king. And the king said, are you not afraid? I'm going to throw you in this fiery furnace. Check out their answer. King, know that our God is more than able to deliver us from your fiery furnace. But even if He doesn't do it, we are still not willing to bow down. We are still not willing to give in. We will not bow before your statue. And so my encouragement in these 8 out of 21 days of fasting and prayer is for you to ensure that your heart towards God is pure, that you love Him and that you follow Him, not because of what He can give you, but because of who He is. Incidentally, when He gave us Jesus, so He would die on the cross and rise again, and so that we would have a relationship with Him, He gave us the greatest gift of all. And so even if He never gave us anything else, He's given us everything in His Son and the friendship that we can now have with Him throughout eternity. That would be gift enough. And still, we live in this world. We have needs. We get sick. We lose jobs. And we ask God to help us. And sometimes He says yes, and sometimes He says no, because He's a good dad. And you guys know, if you're parents, that if you tell your kid yes every time, you're gonna raise up a pretty darn spoiled kid. God doesn't want spoiled kids, so sometimes He says no. And normally it's for our own good. And sometimes He allows us to go through very difficult circumstances because it builds our spiritual muscle. Now, the question is, will we be the type of friends of God that stay steadfast and loving, even when things don't go our way? Or will we be friends of convenience that only stick to our God when He does exactly as we say? I hope none of us is in that category. Let's love God and let's be unconditional friends. I love you. Let's keep doing this. Bye.